When I go through events in the world, it looks like there's a person here doing the things, but it's easier to see that it's just happening. It seems easier to notice this in the context of events, but then it feels like I go back to being the subject.
It's fine to go back to the subject. What matters is because this could tend to point to a direction of trying to not be a subject or trying to not. So all of this trying to not be a certain way, trying to not be identified, trying to not, that never works. What works is to look really, really directly at what's right in front of you, what this is, what this experience is. So in a sense, it's almost the opposite. Let the sense of subject appear, let the identification happen, not fight it, and look at it directly, intimately, closely, not thinking about it. If it's like, if you want to know the taste of an apple, do you take a very small bite and then start taking notes? Or do you hold in your hand, close your eyes, because it's taste, not seeing. We're not in the task of seeing the apple. Taste. Close your eyes, slowly bite it, chew it, and spend several minutes just completely in the experience of the eating of the apple. Then later you could write a book about it. So that's, now consider the apple is the restlessness. The apple is the pain. The apple is the fear. The apple is the sense of contraction. The apple is a sense of self. The apple is everything we're looking into. The experience of identification, the experience of getting pulled into thought. It's not about pushing thought away and trying to not get pulled into thought. That's just never going to work. It's kind of the opposite. Let the thinking happen, let the pulling into thought happen, and bite into it, taste it fully, fearlessly. And the thing is, like, a lot of it doesn't taste sweet and delicious at first. A lot of it is, how I say, it's an acquired taste. Where everything that is uncomfortable. Go ahead, Nan.
You said something earlier about how the closer you get to it, the more you want to run away, and the further you are from it, the more you want to move toward it. That feels like an underlying experience I'm usually not aware of, so it's a really helpful pointer for me. I can see how much I don't want to taste certain things, so now I'm tasting that not wanting to taste. What I hear in your message is, don't skip anything, any flavor.
And that which you don't want to taste. Yeah, because everything, if I were to say very kind of bluntly and generally, the whole thing we're talking about, the whole process of identification, it's all about avoiding what is here. It's all about some form of dissociation so that we don't fully taste fully everything that is happening. It's a form of numbing, of withdrawing and dissociating from reality, which is impossible. So what it does is it creates just a chaotic functioning. So the antidote, there's different approaches looking at, so the self-inquiry process is one way, but the antidote can also be described as just work on tasting everything that's happening that you're avoiding, but not mindlessly. Really also looking at what is its origin. What I was saying to Julian, for example, that restlessness, don't just take it as I'm just going to torture myself to feel restless. No, look at what is its nature. Why is that happening? What is it that is restless? Who is it that is restless? There is something causing it. But if you avoid the restlessness, if you obey all the mental strategies which are saying, go there, future, where there will be no restlessness once you get to that place, that strategy is not going to work.
I see how it's moment to moment, but my mind tries to turn it into something to reach in the future.
It's the illusion that I am something that I'm imagining, which, because of that, will end. Therefore, fear of death, fear of ending, because I am believing that I am something that is in my imagination. And so I need to keep that imagination going, therefore, in time, to keep that going. And now there's this deep restlessness because that's just not a restful thing. At the same time, because of this pushing, striving, contracting, imagining, and believing something that I'm not, there is dissatisfaction. And then all of this can keep this mechanism going of time, future, based on strategies from the past, from what I've learned from others, from etc. Now, the key is, if that which I'm in a sense running away from, which is here, if that can be tasted fully, then that whole mechanism I just described is unnecessary. The key there is the evidence which is coming from people who have gone through that transition, who can say emphatically, there is something on the other side. That's it. There is something on the other side, meaning you can come up to that threshold where you will feel you end. It feels like you're going to die. It feels, I emphatically say, it feels like the body-mind experiences the activation of avoiding death. All of the fight, flight, all of the body-mind activations of facing death. It feels like it. And tasting the pains and those fears, the pains that we're avoiding feeling all the time, the fears that we're avoiding facing all the time, we can cross the other side, cross that threshold of that experience. And what I was saying earlier, I'm here mostly as an example of the several that there are today, who have gone through that transition and can say there is something on the other side, and it is a lot better. And then it's really up to you in the end. It's up to you to explore, and also there's no rush. It's in your own time.